What's poppin', y'all? It looks like Kendrick Lamar is the gift that keeps on giving, because some of the lyrics that he dropped in this beef and some of the sentiments that he's echoed are that Drake has to go pick from different cultures to imitate and potentially have success with. And Drake's most recent song, we already talked about how Drake's verse on the Sexy Red song was good, but that song was garbage itself. Sexy Red was terrible on that song. And even if you go and check on the Hot 100, right? We pull up that song, we crack it open, and it is not on the Hot 100. Actually, no, it is actually. It's at number 67. So it's been on there for 5 weeks. So do people really not like that song? That's the question. Now, it's not a hit. It's been dropping. The peak position was at 44. Last week it was at 59. Now it's at 67. So it's not a smash hit, but it's holding up. Only time will tell. But Drake didn't even deliver a bad verse on there. We couldn't really criticize it, other than it was not a good move to play at that point. However, I do think he played this move properly, and I think people are prematurely attacking Drake because of how effective Kendrick Lamar has been in rallying this narrative against him. So if we pull up Camila Cabello, she dropped an album. And she has two Drake features, or she has a Drake song on there, it seems like that Ugly song. It's not, I wouldn't even call it an interlude. It's a short song. Good song. She's not on that. It's just a Drake song. So he gave her that song. I like that one. But what I do like more is the feature that she has, which is Hot Uptown with Drake. This is a great song. But with the Kendrick Lamar lyrics, where this comes in is Drake is doing the imitation of, the Jamaican thing all over again. Granted, like I said, I really enjoy the song, but people are coming at it and saying, oh, well, this song's been out for, I'm recording this, the date that I'm recording this is Sunday, July 7th, I believe. It should be July 7th. Yeah, Sunday, July 7th, I'm recording this. This released June 28th. So do the math. How many days are in June? 30. So 2 days, 9 days, right? 10 days. It's got 8.6 million streams on Spotify as I'm reading this out to you. Some people are saying, damn, Drake with Camila Cabello, keep in mind, can't even crack 10 million streams in the first week. Yo, what's up with this? Drake's stimulus package isn't at what it once was. This is a good song, and I don't think you can judge artists like this based on the first couple of days, the first week of streams. Because keep in mind, I don't think this song was released initially as a single leading up to the album. Usually with an artist like Camila Cabello, I throw her under the same umbrella as artists like Ava Max, Dua Lipa, who else? A couple of other acts. You guys know where I'm getting at with this, where they are very, 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 very well known. They've had songs with billions of streams, and a lot of it is radio play. You don't really hear too many people talking about them. I would say Charlie XCX has a stronger fan base for sure, but she can sometimes fall into this bucket. Regardless, what they will do is they will have a single, like let's say they had Drake on the single, and they would push that song a lot in the lead up to the album dropping. And then the album drops and they keep running that single. However, I believe that single for this album was the I Love It song with Playboi Carti. That one's at almost 100 million streams. Where is that on the charts right now? Is it still up there? Because they're trying to make sure that Camila stays on the charts. That song is no longer on the charts, which is understandable. Playboi Carti is not really chart friendly. She had a song with Lil Nas X. This album is supposed to sell around 31K first week. That's the projections. People are coming at it saying, oh, this is so low, Camila Cabello. Nah, this is pretty normal. These pop acts like this, they're not doing big numbers. And keep in mind, 30K is a good amount of streams first week. I think that's the new standard. Now, if she was doing like 15, okay, we got to start reevaluating. So what I believe we need to wait is for the next 3 to 4 months. Because a lot of the time what happens is they say, okay, these records aren't working, cut them. We're going to start working this record. This is a summer record. So if we come back in a month or two and this song is everywhere, because if they want to push the button with artists like her, they will push the button. I don't think they'll just let a Drake feature go like this. The Ugly song, I think they'll let that one cook as like an album cut, but this Hot Uptown song, I think they want to work the record. So they'll start running up the radio play. This song can, I'm not saying it will, it can become inescapable. And at that point, song starts charting, Drake's suddenly in the top 10 again, or top 40, rising. Suddenly Drake's on the top 10 again on a feature with this girl. And all of a sudden, the narrative can change. But because prematurely, people would say, oh man, the Drake stimulus package is not working that well. I understand where they're coming from, because Drake being on a song should juice it a lot, and especially in the first week. We didn't see that. But if Camila Cabello's team works the record and it goes top 10, we start hearing it all over throughout the entire summer, that's going to take people's perception and starts to be like, see, Drake's back. He's cooking. Even though, of course, Drake contributed with a feature, but Drake's clout, pull, whatever you want to call it, isn't what got the song to stay up on the charts for that long or to enter the charts at all, considering the first week streams. That's where he should bring in a lot of the juice. So I think this is a scenario where we're going to have to wait it out. I do like this angle. This feature is something that I can co-sign from Drake. I like the song. I think it's funny that he's doing the whole Jamaican thing, but keep in mind, I don't have the mind frame of, oh, Kendrick laid out all of these things that he clowned Drake for, which Drake was doing anyway, and we liked him doing a lot of these things. Like, for example, like One Dance, one of the most amazing songs that Drake has ever released, one of his biggest songs ever. Great song. We all enjoy it. If Drake had released One Dance after Kendrick Lamar, like, are we going to be like, yeah, man, this guy, he's doing this stealing culture, and we're going to pretend not to like One Dance? Listen, maybe you can do that, but I can't do that. If a song is hot, the song is hot. This song is hot. I already like Camila Cabello's singles. I haven't listened to her albums really. Like Doja Cat, that's an artist whose albums I've listened to. I would say she's a pop act, but she's a rapper. That's also why I listen to Doja Cat a lot. Although I do listen to pop acts, just their albums not so often. I do need to listen to the most recent Khalid mixtape though. I love that guy's music since I first heard it. Location, man, it brings me back to those times where back then you would hear a song and there was no TikTok, but you would just say, whoa, this is a smash. This is amazing. Almost like when I first heard White Iverson, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. This is going places. That's a tangent. We're getting back on point, which is I think Drake's going to be cool. If this song does well, that's the beginning of a Drake comeback because he's got a song that he's featured on. It's doing really well. Drake, I think a DJ was it might have been Rolling Loud Europe. Let me crack it open. I posted it on my Instagram, which you should follow me at helloyassine. And someone was previewing this new Drake. Yeah, it was kind of like a dance song. It was previewed by King Music. I think this was at Rolling Loud. I don't know. This was at some festival, it looks like. I don't even know if this was in Europe, actually. I don't know where this is, but it was at some festival. And I can't give a full-on evaluation of this. It's too much, or I should say there's too little here for me to judge. But I will say that this Camila Cabello track, this is it. I like it. I think this can be a hit if enough effort is put into it, enough money is put behind it, enough radio play is put behind it, and Camila Cabello really rallies behind it. But I don't know her intentions with this album or her team, so it's kind of up in the air. But yeah, I just hope that Drake can pull it together and drop some good music for us. Should he be dropping himself as of now? No. And I think he needs to nip this beef stuff in the bud. Just like, forget it. You took an L. It is what it is. It's the second L you've took, and it makes your win against Meek far less impressive because nowadays we're looking at Meek like you're bullying a kid that doesn't even know how to tie his shoes. So that's pretty much what I've got to say on that topic. But let me know what you guys think about this song, Hot Uptown song. I'm really interested to hear. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.